FM. We're missing one member of the party, but we can go with the two that we have, and if that other gentleman joins us, we'll be good to go. Heather Marcosi, good morning.
Yes. Good morning.
You have brought with you a gentleman that we're quite familiar with these last few years, haven't you?
Yes, this is Kevin Sander.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Kevin, I'm thrilled to be here this morning.
Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Yeah, well, I know you're excited to be here in Indiana. Coming into a radio station this early in the morning, maybe not.
Yeah.
But it's great to have you with us. The FloNationals have returned here to Indiana. Heather, I know this is such a big, big thing for the entire region, but for these wrestlers to get together in this amazing venue here in Indiana is a really special thing, isn't it?
It really is. Every year it's getting better. Every year it's getting bigger. We are up to, 40 states? 39 states?
39
like
states,
that.
yeah.
Ooh.
So, and some Canada.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So we are definitely going to have some very good wrestling represented at the arena this weekend.
We certainly will. And, well, let's talk about the wrestlers who will be coming. These are not run-of-the-mill wrestlers. These are champions.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We have top guys from Pennsylvania, all over the country. Our wrestling expert is on his way here in a minute. He'll be able to talk about them personally a little bit better than I will. But there's a reason we're in PA. It's the land of what we feel is the strongest wrestling in the country, and those guys bring the strongest guys from around the country. So we're really excited.
Well, let's talk about what FloNationals is and how it is that you're able to bring together so many wrestlers from so many different areas and get them all gathered in one place for a tournament such as this.
Well, we feel like we put on a really good tournament. First of all, we have great volunteers that help with the specifics. We have a state-of-the-art facility at IUP at the Kovalchick Center, and all those things make it attractive for people to come, spend their weekend to come out and wrestle against the top talent in the country. I think that's the draw, right? With Flow Sports and Flow Wrestling being able to stream it and for their families to be able to watch it from home is another attractive point. And I just think it all comes together.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And, of course, we talk about what it means to Indiana to have FloNationals here. And, Heather, you just can't overstate what a big, big event this is. And we talk about the softball tournaments that come in June that Tom Harley brings to town. When you're able to bring people into Indiana from all over the place, they get to see this town, they get to see this whole region, spending a whole weekend here, as some of these folks are going to be doing. What a great economic impact it is on Indiana.
We've received an awful lot of people helping this year. The Chamber's been wonderful. The Travel Bureau has been wonderful. Maria and Denise down there have taken great care of us. They've offered a ton of support. A lot of local restaurants and businesses have reached out to see what they can do, how they can help make the event better. We're hoping that members of the community for the finals come out on Saturday night for the first time, just for the finals that are at 6 o'clock on Saturday night. We are offering a $10 ticket to just come in and see what FloNationals is all about. And luckily, that would be for the finals, so that will be for the best wrestling of the entire weekend.
Yeah, so can you give me the schedule of when folks can walk through the doors and watch wrestling this weekend?
Yeah, we start at noon. Doors open at 11 for the public on Friday. Wrestling starts at noon. We'll wrestle all day long. We'll have 12 mats. Everybody, you're going to see a lot of wrestling on Friday. On Saturday, we'll start at 9 in the morning. We'll go through consolation brackets and quarterfinals. The finals on Saturday will start at 6. Okay, so that's where if the community wants to come out, it's $10 finals only, 6 o'clock on Saturday. It's going to be the best of the best wrestling. You're going to see a lot of great wrestling. And that's going to end on Saturday night, so the high school tournament will then be over. And then Sunday is all youth and middle school wrestling.
Yeah, and what a thing that'll be, too. For those young wrestlers to get on the mats in a place like the Kovalchick Complex.
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, they get to watch the high school kids that they read about and they know about and they see wrestle, and they get to come to, again, a great facility, and we leave the mats that the high school kids are wrestling on, the championship mats that a lot of these little kids will be able to wrestle on, and it's pretty exciting for them.
Yeah. Folks are probably also not aware of what a big industry wrestling is all across America.
I'm learning. It's amazing. It's a small community, but that small community extends pretty far and deep. It's amazing the type of people that I've met starting with wrestling. Yeah,
it's its own little family, its own little society.
We do have an Indiana wrestler wrestling in the event. Alex Donahue will be wrestling at 195 high school, and I think. We've always, every year we try and get one or two more local guys.
Yeah.
So this is kind of exciting.
Yeah, there's such great wrestling programs around. I know the Patrick boy from Ligonier Valley.
Yes, he will be there.
He's going to be there.
Yes, Robbie Patrick
Derry
will be
always
there.
has a great wrestling program, and all of the schools around this region that are able to send wrestlers. And to see how you match up against somebody from, well, of course, Iowa, Oklahoma, Nebraska, those great wrestling hotbeds.
Right.
Western Pennsylvania doesn't take a backseat to anybody.
No. Western Pennsylvania is always very well represented in the finals.
Yeah, you hope it doesn't get to the point where the competition gets so great that it fears people from coming. That's the one fear that we have is we don't want kids thinking they can't come here and win this thing.
Oh yeah,
and we've kept it pretty even keel. So that's why it keeps growing, and that's what we're excited about. You get the best wrestlers, but I think the layout of the event and the excitement of the venue, I think, again, all that keeps people coming out. It's fun. I
think one of the great things about that whole aspect of it all is that the wrestling coaches, they know what this means to their wrestlers, and the idea of challenging yourself against the unknown, particularly, is appealing to wrestlers because they have the idea because they have been so successful on their levels, on their local and regional levels. They have the great idea that they can make it happen against whoever happens to be out there. And even if it doesn't work out that they get the win, then they see a marker up ahead that they can aim for. And that's highly important. One other part of all of the FloNationals is I would assume that we're going to see some folks in the stands who are watching with the idea that, maybe there's a wrestler who hasn't made a college choice and I can take a look at him
Absolutely.
And so the recruiters probably are big on events such as this, too.
Yeah, we have a few of them come out. It's something we do. Heather's done a good job putting together, as well as people who have been involved in the event, and it's attracted these college coaches from all over the country to come and spend some days in Indiana and watch some wrestling. And there's a lot of tournaments out there, and they tend to come back because it's a really good event, and we have top wrestlers that they want to see and try to attract to their schools.
Yeah, got some pretty good food,
There's
too.
definitely some former Olympic talent that's there recruiting. Every year we have quite a few gold and silver medalists
How about
sitting
that?
there looking for their new wrestler.
How about that? And they head into their college programs, and they're very excited about seeing this as well. Well, we're looking forward to the FloNationals happening this weekend. What do you suppose happened to your compatriot there? You suppose he's wanting?
Well,
somebody got him in a headlock. He was showing somebody a headlock or something like that.
There's a good chance he's been fought by Indiana's finals.
Willie could be doing one of a million things right now. So
we know what
okay.
the one he's not doing.
Yeah,
we know where he isn't.
Yes, that's right. That's okay though. We'll give him a pass.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll look forward to this great weekend of wrestling. And again, it gets underway at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Doors will open
at 11.
At 11.
The wrestling started at 12.
Okay.
You come out, have fun. We're going to have a lot of vendors they'll be introducing a lot of really cool items, especially apparel and gear. But the attraction is the wrestling, right? And then for those that want to see the best of the best, 6 o'clock on Saturday, $10 ticket, 6 to the finals are over. We're trying to attract new and interested parties from local.
It's a very, very impressive production at 6 o'clock come Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Looking forward to it. The FloNationals, of course, all those young folks that are involved in their high school wrestling programs that have just concluded their season, they'll want to be there. Parents, college recruiters, and just fans of good active competition, and especially wrestling competition, the FloNationals this weekend at the Kovalchick Complex. Thanks so much to both of you
Thank you
for
for
coming
having
in.
us.
Thank you for having us.
We appreciate it. Keep us up to date if there's anything we need to pass along to folks.
We absolutely will.
It's Indiana